Good morning, everyone. It's April 6th, Wednesday. We're at ISC West. It's about 8 a.m., so we're a few minutes before the show is going to open. We're at the Digital Watchdog booth 17089, and we want to give you a little sample of what you can come by and see the next 3 days. The first thing I want to show you is 48 megapixel panoramic camera. What you're looking at is a camera with 4 4K sensors currently operating at 30 frames per second. So again, that's 48 megapixels of resolution in one housing operating at up to 30 frames per second. 30 frames per second is at 32 megapixel mode. I'd like to continue our panoramic story for you. If you'll see here, other than the 48 megapixel camera, we have a brand new 5 megapixel fisheye, which can be dewarped to 90 degrees, 180 degrees, and 360 degrees. The great thing about this fisheye camera is you get edge-to-edge clarity. Over here are our two 1080p panoramic cameras. The Bullet with IR. It's the industry's only panoramic multi-sensor camera with IR. And here, our dome panoramic camera is doubly unique because you never need to open the dome to adjust the camera. Over here on the side, you can see 2 set screws that allow you to rotate the gimbal in 2 directions to get the perfect image for your setup. Over here are our CAS cameras. CAS stands for Camera as a System. So that should give you a clue that these are our edge camera offerings. So I'll give you a look inside our rack here. You're probably familiar with our Blackjack cubes, very unique server NVRs in the industry. The granddaddy of our Blackjack line is this serious metal you see here, which we call an E-rack. We started the line with the E-rack. Now, not every installation may need this much horsepower. New for Digital Watchdog are these 2 appliances, 2U and 1U P-racks, which give a rack mount option for installations of any size. Until recently, to get the megapixel value proposition of increased clarity and the ability to reduce the number of cameras needed in a system, you were really talking about an IP solution. Digital Watchdog offers a full analog high definition solution. The value proposition of a panoramic camera is as literally multiple sensors in one housing. You can reduce the number of cameras you need on a system, which reduces all the ancillary costs, such as recording licenses and the labor to install that camera. Now, until recently, you only got that panoramic multi-sensor value proposition in the IP world. As part of the AHD, or analog high definition value proposition, Digital Watchdog offers the world's first 3-sensor AHD megapixel camera. Inside, you're looking at 3 1080p sensors. The camera has 4 BNC outs, 1 for each sensor, and a 4th sensor gives you a stitched image. We'll see if Carlos can show you here, but this camera is currently looking at 1, 2, 3 in a panoramic image, and then over here is that 4th sensor out, which shows you a stitched image. It can show you the complete 180 degree image, or down here is the 180 degree image, and it is doing a tour of that image here. This is perfect for a public monitor, such as in the lobby of a building or going into a superstore. As long as we're talking about providing a public monitor, this little beauty here is called the DW Spot monitoring module. And what that allows you to do is bring in all the cameras and IP devices on your network, and it will show 4 at a time without needing a server or a PC to drive it. It drives it itself. So this little box right now, if you look at this monitor up at the top of the kiosk, It's bringing in those cameras by itself. So you can place that anywhere and you instantly have a public view monitor. This kiosk is also showing our VMAX IP Plus recorders. VMAX IP Plus comes in 4, 8, and 16 channel PoE solutions. So all you do is plug in your OnVIF Profile F, or of course your megapixel cameras, and you have a complete system right out of the box. One of the things we're most proud about with the VMAX IP Plus is its 3-minute install. Where literally you plug it in, plug in your cameras, press start, and in less than 3 minutes, it has recognized all your cameras and it has started recording. It's ready to go. Every hour on the hour, you can stop by, take a load off, and listen to a presentation about our DW Spectrum IPVMS software. So if you're in Las Vegas for the show, please stop by booth 17089 and see Digital Watchdog's complete IP and analog solutions.